What's up, guys? For those who don't know, my name is Angela Marie, and I know I haven't posted in a while, and that's one of the reasons why I wanted to make this video. Hopefully you guys would be able to understand a little bit better, and I'm interested to see, which I'm sure, how many other people suffer from this disorder. I suffer from anxiety and panic disorder. This video is so hard to make. I'm still hoping I can get through it. As you know, it's very embarrassing, and I just wish I didn't have to deal with it. As far back as I can remember, I've always been an anxious person. As a young girl, I guess the best example would be not feeling comfortable in your own skin. I was very shy, very easy to get embarrassed, always wondering if people felt the same way, always worried what people thought about me, and I think I still feel that way. Just over analyzing things, just doing normal everyday things that I'm sure everyone has had a sense of anxiety at one point in their life. However you felt, that's how I feel on a daily basis. Like I said, normal daily tasks like doing the laundry, if my house is a little messy, like if I have a few dishes in the sink, I feel so overwhelmed that I guess the average person, they'll do it when they can get to it. With me, I feel so uneasy, just feel like, negative thoughts. It's just really so hard to explain. Until I do it, I just feel so uneasy. Just even going to the grocery store is a task. I have to worry about how I'm going to feel. Even though there are triggers that can set off your anxiety or a panic attack, mine can come spontaneously, so I always have this thought in the back of my head when I have to go somewhere or I have plans in the future to do something. I will overthink it to where, just like making this video, I have been thinking about this for the longest time, and I don't know what made me do it today, and I'm hoping I can get through it. Yeah, I just always feel this anxious, nervous feeling in my stomach. I have racing thoughts, and this goes back as I've been diagnosed for 16 years. I was diagnosed at the age 21, but as far as I can remember, I've been anxious and I have been having panic attacks. My first panic attack, I was probably like 8 or 9. I remember waking up in the middle of the night and my hands felt heavy, but obviously they looked normal, but I was just panicking. And my mother, she didn't know what to do. She just, comforted me as best as she could. But I would go through things like that. I would also, like any little small symptoms, for example, like a pain in the wrist or the leg, or, it would be over exaggerated. I always was nauseous, or, I would have earaches, and it's just, now that I'm older and I have been dealing with this a long time, I look back now and you just wouldn't think someone that young would be going through something like that. But hopefully this video even would help someone that might have a child that's going through anxiety, and maybe you don't know exactly what's going on with them. Maybe you think that's just their personality. Yeah, so I would, have things like that going on as a child, and once I hit maybe about 17, that's when all the panic attacks came back again. I would have this feeling, I have multiple different types of panic attacks, I guess you could say. Back then, when I was a teenager, I would feel a lot of pressure in my head to honestly where I thought my head was going to explode. My friends would not know what to do. I remember they just would like look at me like, what is going on with her? I thought I was losing my mind. Not being able to breathe. I still sometimes, that's a symptom that I still have with my panic attacks. Palpitations in the chest. That is one of the most nerve-wracking ones that I have. When my mom died, I was 21. That's when my anxiety and panic disorder, it really hasn't left since. I was so depressed that I honestly wanted to die. I wanted to die. I didn't want to wake up every day feeling like that. I thought I was never going to feel happy. It was just so overwhelming. That's the best way I could put it. I mean, anyone would be obviously sad about their mother dying, but then having on top of that anxiety and panic disorder, it just honestly felt like I was never going to get better. I was in the hospital at least 3 to 4 times a week for the first 3 months. They had me talking to all these psychiatrists, and I had multiple CAT scans and EKGs. I just thought I was absolutely going crazy. My panic attacks seem to come and go, but I suffer with anxiety on a daily basis. I've been on multiple different types of depression pills or medication that never worked. I just didn't like the feeling that it would give me. Multiple anxiety medications. What I've learned is to just try to understand the disorder a lot better and educate yourself on it and try natural ways of dealing with it, like meditating is amazing. Either way, nothing can get rid of this anxiety. I will deal with it for the rest of my life. So I know it's always there. But the good thing is that there are ways to deal with this. And you don't have to feel so alone and so confused on why you feel like this. But there's no answer, especially if you're just starting to go through it and you're so confused about how you feel inside, but there's no diagnosis, especially in the beginning, because it takes a while for the doctors to figure out what exactly is going on. You know, most people with anxiety will rack up a whole bunch of medical bills, like I did in the beginning. Because you don't know what's going on. You absolutely think you're going to die. And even now, I know I have anxiety. But if I'm having a panic attack, I think I'm going to die. I feel faint. But there are so many things you can do. Exercise. Go for walks. Play with my dogs. That's what I do. Make YouTube videos. Just know that there are so many people out there feeling like you do, that if right now you feel like no one's listening or the doctors think you're crazy, that eventually it'll get better should be able to learn how to deal with it. People will start understanding. I just want whoever's going through this to know not to give up, not to have any suicidal thoughts. Just push through your feelings and just try to think positive, because it will really, really put you in a dark place. And know that there are things out there that will help you get through this. How I'm feeling nowadays, I'm grateful that I found a doctor that specializes in this. I am supposed to be talking to a therapist. I have not jumped on that bandwagon yet, but I'm hoping to do so. It's just really hard for me to sit down in front of someone and just talk about these things, especially with this coronavirus stuff going on. The only way to talk to a therapist is over the phone, and I just don't really know if that will help. I'm wondering, hopefully someone out there has talked to a therapist and can let me know if it's worked or not. And I'm feeling really optimistic these days. I feel good, and I'm grateful for the people that I have around me, and I hope to make more of these videos for you guys. So if there's anyone out there that's watching this video and suffers from this disorder, leave a comment below. If you haven't subscribed to my channel and would like to, hit that subscribe button and also hit that notification bell to be notified every time I post. And I'll be back with more videos. Peace.